I used to walk across campus without thinking. Just another freshman, earbuds in, books in hand, deadlines circling. Greystone University felt like the future, like something earned. I thought I belonged. That was before they started watching my necklace. It's small, just a silver Star of David. I've worn it since I was 13. My grandfather gave it to me before he died. Not for religion, he said, for memory. At first, I thought he meant family memory, candles, holidays, old letters. I didn't realize he meant something deeper, that it would one day feel like armor. It started quietly. A whisper when I passed the quad. There she is. I didn't respond. I didn't know if I was imagining it, but the signs were growing literally. Tents popped up. Banners read, Free Palestine, decolonize everything, Zionism equals racism. I kept my head down. Then one morning, I walked past the protest camp and someone shouted, Zionist pig. I flinched. Someone else took a photo of me. I wasn't carrying an Israeli flag. I wasn't carrying anything. Just myself. That was enough. I didn't cry. Not then. That night, I sat in my dorm room. I didn't tell anyone. Not my RA, not my parents. Instead, I opened the drawer with the old tape recorder my grandfather left me. I hadn't touched it in years. It still worked. I played one of his tapes, scratchy, crackling, warm. Rivka, he said in his thick Polish accent, we walked home once, too. After Crystal knocked. No one asked if we were political. I suddenly realized this wasn't new. This fear, this isolation, this silence. He had walked through it. I was just repeating it. The next day, I filmed my walk. Not for drama, for proof. I clipped my phone to my backpack and just walked. Through the protest. Through the shouts. Through the stares. I said nothing. I just walked. That night, I overlaid the video with my grandfather's voice from the tape. I titled it The Walk Home and uploaded it. I didn't expect it to go viral. Some said it was powerful. Others called me a propagandist, a white colonizer, a privileged settler. I sat there reading the comments, numb. My hands didn't stop shaking for 2 days. That week, my door was defaced. Someone drew a swastika over the mezuzah my mom had given me for school. I cleaned it off in silence. I told myself, they don't know me. But deep down, I wasn't sure that mattered. A professor, Dr. Markham, reached out. African American, mid-50s, the kind of man who speaks slowly so you hear every word. He told me, you didn't scream. That's why it landed. He offered to talk, to write something. I thanked him, but I didn't want someone to speak for me. So I made another video. This time, it wasn't just me. I reached out to other Jewish students, girls from France, South Africa, even India. One girl in California said she was shoved. Another in London was told, Zionists deserve to be scared. I stitched their voices together, faceless, anonymous, not to hide them, but to protect them. I called it We Kept Walking. That's when things really turned. I was called into a university conduct meeting. They said they were concerned. About what? Escalation. They asked if my video was meant to provoke. I wanted to laugh. I didn't. I said, I'm documenting. One of the deans told me I needed to understand nuance. I asked her if she ever walked through 300 people calling her a murderer. She didn't answer. I started recording again. One night in the library, I met Ion. Indian American, philosophy major, had led some of the early protests. He saw me editing and said quietly, I think I got it wrong. We didn't talk politics. We talked about fear. About how silence can be louder than shouting. About how he left Kashmir as a kid and how it's hard to stand in the middle. We never became close. But in that moment, he became the first person who saw me not as a symbol, but as a person. Then came the night everything broke. A group of masked protesters stormed a Jewish student event. They screamed, kicked chairs, threw water bottles. I was there. They shoved me. Someone tried to grab my necklace. No security for 10 minutes. When it was over, I filed a report. A week later, I was asked not to return to the event for everyone's safety. Everyone's. That was the night I stopped filming other people. I started filming myself. I sat in my room. Black screen. No footage. Just my voice, shaky, tired, honest. I played the last tape from my grandfather. He said, "History doesn't repeat. It just doesn't leave." I called the video the sound of memory. I don't know what comes next. I still walk to class. I still wear the necklace. But now I notice the people who look away. And I notice the ones who don't. I don't want to be brave. I'm not. I'm scared. I'm tired. I miss my family. I miss being invisible. But I keep walking because someone has to.
Subscribe now and never miss out.